Good evening, everyone. I'm Sherry Lee. I'm founder of PaiBox. It's an AI agent for home repairs. I'm so honored to be invited here by Dr. Rong. Even though I haven't met with her, but we have been communicating with a lot of topics on WeChat about AI. So before I introduce our PaiBox as AI agents, I want to ask you a question. So how many of you have been working on real estate as a professional? Raise your hands, please. Oh, great. And how many of you have owned a rental property before and being a landlord?
The worst.
Okay, great.
The worst.
Okay, now you said the word worst. You must experience a lot of pinpoint. So I want to ask you, what is the biggest pinpoint as a landlord?
The biggest problem with the landlord?
Yes.
Ask the judge. You go to court, you never win if you represent the landlord.
Okay.
I used to
so
sleep
dealing
in
with a tenant.
141 Livingston,
Right.
taking tenants every day to court, but
Got it.
it's not easy to be a landlord.
Okay, what else? Anybody experience other pinpoints as well? So in my opinion, the biggest pinpoint is repairs, right?
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Because, repairs is just tedious work. It's chaotic. You have to find a vendor, come into your home and fix it up for you. And always there is no responsive or responsibility issues, right? So more importantly, 80% of the job for repairs is basically non-linear. It's always like nobody answers you or give you a quote or just ghost you, right? We're supposed to be meet up like at 2 o'clock tomorrow to fix up for my tenant, but you didn't show up, right? That kind of situation happens all the time. So it is not an efficiency issue. It is a system issue. Think about in your mind. Your home has a toilet leakage or a kitchen leakage. It's flooding in your house. And at that moment you think about, oh my goodness, where I can find a vendor, right? So now you just pick up a phone call, talk to an AI agent and tell him about what is the issue. Take a video shot, the AI was able to diagnose this and send it to the vendor in our networks. Getting a quote, immediately 3 minutes, 3 quotes available for you. And what you need to do is to decide which vendor you want to work with. And the rest of the job, scheduling with your tenants, coming over, confirmation, and getting paid, and invoices generation is automatically done, right? Isn't that amazing? So who don't believe what I said is true? Raise your hand. So now it is true, right? So because of AI, thanks to all the advanced technologies, the digital assistant I just described is an AI agent. So it's not a chatbot, it's not a ChatGPT, which just answer any questions or curiosities you have. It actually can take actions and get the job done. We built PaiBox, which is an AI agent. An AI agent doesn't just understand your needs, it can diagnose this, it can trigger any follow-ups, continuously working on executions until things are done. And I believe real estate industry, especially like repairs, property management, operations, are the biggest use case for AI agents today for 3 reasons. So first reason is there is a complex operation system in the real estate industry. Just to think about how complex it is, right? You got a vendor coming over, you have to find a quote, and you have to look on Google and looking for their phone numbers and making phone call. And sometimes the vendor shows up and the tenant is not home. And it's all your responsibility to follow up and reschedule again. And the invoices sometimes are just chaotic from time to time, attachment emails everywhere. And then you need to reconciliation, making sure that the person you paid is correct, the account number, the amount is actually approved against your approval process. And now AI agent is good at working flow execution. So number 2, multiple stakeholders. So for any simple repair jobs, you're gonna talk to multiple people, which is multiple vendors, 2 or 3 quotes, a tenant, as a landlord, as a property manager. So you always being the person who coordinating all the process. So now AI agent is able to understand the situation and follow up, triggering workflow execution continuously. And the third and the last reason, and not the last one, is a fragmented communication, right? So communication can be different channels or medias. It could be phone calls, emails, text messages. And AI agents basically being the bridge and the middle person to reaching out to everybody and to synchronize all the communication in one execution layer. Then making sure things are done, information is not lost. Status automatically updated. Our company built a PaiBox. We incorporate AI agents for home repairs. And what it does is, first of all, talk to you getting a repair intake and a diagnosis of issues such as you got a toilet leakage, but you don't know what's wrong with the leakage. Where's the leakage point? So it depends on the vendor's types. It determines vendor types, right? So AI was able to gather additional information and providing a work order, creating a request with comprehensive information. And then AI agent was able to reaching out to the vendor and getting different quotes for you to compare which one you want to work with full information of the rating system, how good is a vendor, how responsive the vendor, what is the successful rate for the last 1 month, 2 months, is 80% or 50%, the better ones you always feel accountable with. And then AI was able to coordination all the schedulings, follow up, even though there are a lot of exceptionals, like in the real world, exception always happen, but AI was able to take it over, be responsible, follow up, such as vendor A is not available, then after 3 rounds of communication, automatically routing to vendor B. So all of the things are done in this execution layer empowered by AI agent. And lastly, the reconciliation of the payments and making sure that the dollars, every dollar you spend and paying to the vendor is actually the number you approve on. Even though there could be some scope of work change during the work, for example, vendor come over, they give a quote at the beginning, $300, but after opening the wall, wow, something additional needs to be done. So he has to change the dollar to $500. But that conversation was sometimes happen over the phone because the tenant wouldn't give you, care about how much money you spend, right? So that process can be tracked and traced against approval level. And then lastly, I just want to say one word. In the last 50 years, real estate industry hasn't really changed a lot. We only replace with emails with phone calls, and replace software with paperwork. But it's still a human-to-human coordination. That part is never done. So now with AI, it's our first time to see this is possible, that the whole execution can be done with powered by AI. And I think this is a time for us to really experience what it can bring to our real life, our efficiency, and replacing a lot of hiccups and tedious works, information transparency, pricing transparency, vendor accountabilities, payment, invoicing, streamlined workflows, saving a lot of time for us to focus on what is more important and loving in our life. So now, anyone believes that repair in the future of the real estate operation will come in true? If you believe in me, I welcome you to try PaiBox. We'll help you a lot. And let me know. Thank you.